Hello everybody, how's it going today? Superfiend here, and welcome back to our Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough as Nakai the Wanderer, or the Spirit of the Jungle faction. Last episode, we came from the Great Turtle Isles, or Teclis's territory, and we kind of traveled north by northeast to reclaim Tlonksla and then Temple of Kara from the Blue Vipers. And the Blue Vipers kind of moved west and south and attacked the Wellsprings of Eternity. I'm hoping that they don't get in boats and come down here and threaten anything else that we took. And if we do kind of do like a little loop around Spectazuma back down this way, maybe by then we'll be strong enough to go attack the Bloodhall Coven with Nakai. I don't know. But in the meantime, a Huntsmarshal's expedition led by Aldebross Fluss has moved from Temple of Tlenkan. They've sidestepped the Lizardmen here, and they've landed right next to the Temple of Kara. Now, I don't think we'll get the reinforcements. Nakai is in an ambush stance, so it might be smart. It might be smart to keep him here and let them keep moving for one more turn. In fact, I'm really tempted to do it because they had another army off this way somewhere, and I don't know where it went. And if they discover our ambush, they may attack with two armies. They got lots of great swords. We may not be able to retreat far enough. The other option would be to just straight out attack this army. They're fatigued in battle. They can't retreat. We'd end up in our territory here. You know, I kind of think that we should maybe just attack them. It's a little risky to hang out here because that second army is nearby. If we push our advantage now and we defeat them, we may be able to come over to Temple of Tlenkan and get that for our vassal before they get a force up over here to defend. Even though they have an army over here, they may not be smart enough to travel outside of the port settlement at Monument of the Moon to prevent us from taking it. I'm not quite sure. We do have regiments of renown that will start unlocking soon, but it's only 16, 23, and 30. At rank 30, we get the Shredder of Lustria. It's a Dread Saurian. We're only rank 12, though. Recently, we picked up for Nakai Legendary Warrior, which is good. Leadership aura size and characters or leadership effect. But more importantly, first spawning, which gives Frenzy to our Kroxigor and Sacred Kroxigor units. We also have 10% speed for our Lord's Army. I think we have to push up and attack these guys. I think we do. It does make me nervous, but I think this is the right call. It's slightly in our favor. And then Jorek Grimm, their special legendary or unique hunter, is in this army, and we have a quest to defeat him. And so if we do win this battle, we have to win this battle, because if we don't, we'll lose the campaign. But we'll complete that quest if we win. Now, they have a war wagon, they have a cannon, they have a mortar, and then they have some handgunners. But our big advantage is going to be getting into their units really fast and really strong with our Crocs. We got lots of global bonuses to Crocs right now, in addition to our red skills in the Kai's force. And I think we can do lots of damage pretty quick. And we're not going to gamble. And we're going to set Nakai here. We're going to set Crocs, 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 and Crocs. And then we're going to set our spears here where they will be hidden. We're going to put our skinks over here. Then we have our shielded units. We'll take up the side, and our unshielded infantry there. I'm going to put our skink priest here. And our Saurus Scar veteran here, because he's anti-large, and I anticipate... Did they have cavalry? I thought they had some Reichsguard. Empire Knights. So if their Empire Knights come around this way, we'll try to send this guy in to fight them. Other than that, we want to keep everybody like in the trees. And we're just going to get up to the tree line here and charge into the great swords. You know what? Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to charge into the swordsmen with Nakai. And when they start countercharging with the great swords and all that, that is when we're going to charge in with our Kroxigors. I just wanted to see how much damage their mortars are going to be able to do to us while we're in these trees here in the tree line. This is really kind of the best place for us to be. The mortars can't do quite as much damage. A lot of our troops are hidden. They can finally see Nakai. They'll probably want to turn their cannon to attack him. And now let's kind of bring all this stuff down this way. And let's bring our skink priest out this way so we've got casting support. And I'm not worried about all that back there. But maybe we'll get on their cannon or their mortar over here. Why did you just, like, stop in front of them? That's not at all what I asked you to do. Not at all what I wanted. Okay, charging in with the great swords. Let's go get on the mortar now. Skink priest coming down this way. Let's go ahead and make sure that we annihilate. We already are. We are already annihilating them there. And then they've left their mortar wide open. So we're going to make sure that we charge in real good here. Okay, we're starting to get shot to pieces. Let's come up with Nakai. And let's go get on the swordsman here. Put a vortex in there. Nakai coming that way. Still disrupting the mortar. Okay, we're doing a wee bit of damage over here. It could be better, though. It really could be better. Okay, we got some great swords coming in. Let's go get them. And let's get them with Nakai as well. Now let's bring our other stuff out of the trees there. No, I clicked on their banner. And that's where we're going to really put the hurt on them because we just lowered their melee attack by quite a bit. And then now let's get in here and start tearing apart this stuff. What is that noise? What is that? We are breaking everything over here. Very good. And Kai's doing good. Get over this way. We'll be able to drop that ability again soon. Let's get in here on all this stuff. All right, units that are taking the most damage. Let's pull back. Let's get our skink over here. And let's start coming this way with all these guys. We're going to get some more feral cold ones in here for them. Let's get on their handgunners. Get out with these 3 units. Let's push on the halberdiers. Let's go shoot the war wagon with that stuff there. Okay, we've gotten on those handgunners. Can we send these units over here to assist? Let's start hitting these guys some more. Okay, who's all taking the most damage here? And the Kai looks good. These guys looks good. Let's come get the cannon with these 3 units. Or no, let's get on the cannon with the spears and let's get their general with those 3 units. We're going to come in here again. The Kai's got 24 seconds before he can pop that ability. Okay, they're starting to lose their morale across the board, I think. And I think with them in a forced march, they may just immediately be wiped out. Let's push through with some Saurus over here. Let's get our skink priest moving this way. Very good. Okay, Nakai is ready for his next buff, and we can throw a debuff right in here. And then buff Nakai. This stuff is breaking. They're losing their resolve. Some of their stuff is coming back. It's not often that the humans or the Empire act like Skaven, but it's not impossible either. Okay, let's break the knights over here. Overall, we're doing really good, though. Our infantry have taken some damage, but not too much. We can drop our feral cold ones back over here to intercept their retreat. Let's get on the handgunners. Let's keep Nakai and his retinue and everybody over here on the halberdiers. Let's keep our skink in. Once this guy loses his resolve, that's it. They're done. Let's get our spear infantry on the great swords there. Let's get our other infantry. No, over here. Okay, everything's starting to shatter. And here's Jorik here. Let's get on him with Nakai. A lot of good he did this battle. And their war wagon is finally broken. I think that is it for the battle. I'm very happy that I chose to fight this. I wasn't sure how we were going to do against the great swords, but you know what? We did lots of damage. Our Croxigors got lots of kills. These guys are already ranked up to 7, 6, and 5. We recruited them just last episode. Very low numbers for them across the board here, of course, because we're dealing with big monsters mostly. And I think the only thing we were really, truly missing in that battle was a Dread Saurian. We are going to be running a gigantic monstrous horde pretty soon. We are going to take... This is very punishing for Nakai as a horde faction. Casualty replenishment, minus 5% for 5 turns. The 1500, I like. The 5 turns of reduced casualty replenishment is not so good. So we're going to go ahead and do 8% replenishment. Keep our momentum up. Here we go. Mission successful. Defeat Jorik Grimm. Defeat the following character. A stunted Warmblood is known to be stealing from our kin, plundering our stockpiles of raw materials. His wanton pilfering hinders our ability to complete sequences central to the great plan. Lustria must be rid of him, and with that we gain 250 of the old one's favor. And killed in battle. We've also gained a follower for our Lord's army. Casualty replenishment plus 5% for our Lord's army. Let's go ahead and put that, I think, on our Scar Veteran, if he can equip it. No, he can't. Maybe that's only for Nakai. Let us see. So do we have multiple of these? No, I guess it's already in here. Okay. We have a skill point. Now we have an additional 5% replenishment here and horde growth. Hit points plus 10% for Nakai. That's tempting. What do we get if we go down here, though? Because all of our Crocs units are pretty much rank 7 or higher. Only a few of them are not. So this gets us... Saurus, Temple Guards... Saurus, Temple Guards, Saurus, Temple Guards. So I'm pretty sure it's Spawnkin. Missile resistance, 15% for Skinks, Chameleon Skinks, Red-Crested Skinks, Salamander, and Razordon hunting packs, Croxigor, and Sacred Croxigor units. 15% missile resist. That's gigantic because the Empire there, they did some good damage to us with their missiles. They didn't kill a lot of units, but they did drop our health a bit. Melee defense, an additional plus 5 for Crocs and Sacred Crocs units, in addition to some of the other units. And leadership. However, we have to spend 5 points. And then what's this down here? Melee defense. Oh, that's so good. I really think we need to go down this way. I really think that we're going to have Dread Saurian soon. So I think we're going to go into Hunt Leader first. These other things are good. We're going to get there. But I want to get down into Spawnkin in time for our Dread Saurians. So now here, what do we do? We've used most of our movement. This is Tlaxlan territory. I want to come up here and attack them. I'm thinking maybe the smart thing to do is going to be to come and hop into the water and go after this Skull Reef. That should hopefully get us enough money to upgrade this. We could upgrade this right now, but we're negative, and it won't leave us with very much left over. So I don't feel that I can do it now unless We ask our vassal who loves us for money. Let's just go for 10,000. Moderate success. Well, thank you very much for that. That's very handy. Let's go ahead and build this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. We're gonna have a Dread Saurian. It probably takes multiple turns to recruit. So just a handful of turns into the campaign, we've already got our town center horde building, the main building up to tier 5. We've got the other building that reduces upkeep, I think leveled all the way up. And now we've got the building that unlocks the Dread Saurian, the newest unit. Now, hopefully we don't need any other buildings to recruit this unit. Hopefully we can just do it straight away right now. Let's check it out. 3-turn recruitment. No, 4-turn recruitment. So that's kind of punishing. I don't want to sit still for that long. So that makes global recruitment duration, but that's -2 for global recruitment. Do we have anything that lowers local recruitment time? Because I do not want to sit still for 3 turns waiting for the Dread Saurian to come out. I mean, that's really kind of the big negative there. But now this research is much more appealing for the charge bonus for the Feral Carnosaur and Dread Saurian unit. Horde construction cost -10%. I don't think we need this for Nikai, but it might come in handy when we have, if we ever have, a second Horde army up on the map. So I may be crazy, but I didn't see anything in here that lowers recruitment time other than this one, and it's global recruitment duration. So we can get a Dread Saurian, but we'd have to sit still for a lot of turns while we have lots of enemies nearby. So I'm not sure that I want to start that quite yet. What I would like to do is spend our skill points. Let's go ahead and do Chain Lightning. What's this next thing here do? Am I stupid? I don't see anything different. And it's 21 seconds no matter what. It essentially looks the same. And I don't think Chain Lightning has an overcast. No, there's no overcast. Even this thing in here doesn't show a Chain Lightning level 2. So is that a mistake? Is that a bug? Or am I not smart? Help me out. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So then I think we'll get the second level of Comet of Cassandora. I mean, I think I'll eventually put the point in here eventually, but I don't think I want to do it right now. Let's go ahead and get thick-skinned. And I want to see how protected are they. So we're going to take our Scar Veteran, move into the water. They don't seem that vulnerable. Okay, let's get back into the army. We're taking attrition. Oh, are you kidding me? What? What the hell is this crap? Okay, I'm like, now I'm irritated. Okay. Boy, that's lovely. If I get attacked by a full stack and die, I'm going to be very upset. You know, one unfortunate thing about not having any territory ourselves is, like, we always are going to use excessive movement moving into the waterways here. We're never going to get to move through a port settlement and get the like really nice movement range through port settlements into the water. That kind of sucks. We didn't take a whole lot of attrition, so now let's go ahead and get this. And let's raid the cove. It's about as bad as it could possibly be. Thank you. We're going to give leadership to him. And let's go ahead. Let's fight this battle. Now, I'm hoping that in a similar way to the last time we did this, that we get like 20,000 for our efforts. That would be good. I think we have to consider moving back into our vassal territory. I don't know. Maybe I'll take the hero out again and I'll go scout what would be Wolfheart's starting territory. I think it's something of the Scorpion, and see if they have an army there. If they don't, maybe we'll take Nakai over there and try to take that territory and replenish over there. But for now, we need to gamble. That's definitely apparent. Okay. So they got hand cannons, rotting leviathans. I really don't like fighting rotting leviathans. And I do kind of feel guilty that like every battle just turns into a giant blob, but it kind of just is what it is for right now. I'm going to put Nakai there and the Sacred Guys there. This is probably not that smart because they're all clumped up. Do we have trees to hide in? We kind of do. Where is our... Oh, our Scar Veterans there. And I missed our Ancient Guys. Okay. So let's just come over here. And we'll send all this stuff kind of down that way. Hey, I saw the sea monster in the water. Check this out. Let's see if he comes back. There he is. Woo! There's a few of them. That's pretty cool. Let's see if he comes back. He's gonna come back. Ha ha ha! There he is. Oh, he's like an anglerfish. He's got a little thing dangling off his forehead. Neat. I'm so easily amused. It's probably my greatest quality. All right, let's come over here again. All right, they got the cannon firing. Yeah, they're kind of firing down our flank over there. So they're getting lots of models every time they get a good hit, but oh well. Okay, I want to get into the hand cannons. Okay, the hand cannons are anti-large. I just can't be taking damage from hand cannons. And then a couple units are going to kind of go around the pole arms. We're going to send him there. He's going to get the pole arms too. And the rotting leviathans. Let me go ahead and get that carronade pretty quick. Lovely. No, why'd you stop short, you doofus? Get the hand cannons. Okay, I don't want to take damage from hand cannons. Don't want to take any damage from hand cannons. I don't know how many times I can say it. We need our Scar Veteran over here, though. Okay, they've charged some Death Guard into our feral units, which is, I think, preferable. Okay, let's send all of our Crocs over here. And we'll let Nakai tank all this stuff, and we will buff Nakai. Okay, those guys are crumbling. We're going to get a big debuff in here. And now let's go after the Rotting Leviathan. Okay, now let's protect our... No, let's get our spears over here. Now let's just protect our flank with all that stuff, and then we'll get our skinks in here. And we got some units taking more damage than others, so we want to naturally get them out and get the other units in. You know who else is taking a lot of damage? Nakai he's rampaging. We must come out with Nakai. And let's go ahead and put a vortex on all that, because I think it's going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt us. Wow, it's doing pretty good damage to that unit there. I don't think it did much to the Rotting Leviathans. Let's get... Okay, spears. Shoot that, please. Come over here. Let's get on the mortar once more. If I can get these 2 units to come out, that would be good. Focus on this. Get in there, please. Shoot that, please. Nakai, wandering this way. Almost got the Carronade down. All right, I think these guys are out. No, you know, I was going to go after the Lord. Let's go after... Is that pole arms? Yeah, I see some pole arms in there. Forget that. Let's bring these guys this way. You should be over here fighting this, okay? Oh, we got a nice big blob right here. Yeah, our feral units are broken. Or dead. Yeah, we've almost got 1 Rotting Leviathan down. These guys are out of ammo. Let's pull them over here. Let's bring the Kai this way. We can get into these units. Let's bring this guy down this way. Okay, that's 1 Leviathan down. Let's get these guys over here. We got this unit. Saurus warriors with shields are breaking. Pull out a little bit with stuff. Oh, that one's dead. The Lord is hiding back there, nice and safe. And now we need to start getting over to where we can charge into this stuff here. Let's charge in. Get our missiles up. Okay, all this stuff, shooting that Rotting Leviathan. All of you guys charge right there. You guys are charging in right there. You're over here, and the Kai's going to go ahead and buff. Okay, let's get on that. Okay, everything's starting to crumble now. So we've won. We've done well. We have taken lots of damage. I hope the payoff is worth it here. I hope the payoff is worth it. I don't know if we're strong enough to push up on the shore and attack the Empire faction, the Emperor's expedition. The Huntsmarshal's expedition, I should say. We've only got 1 unit of Crocs left that hasn't become like in the last 3 chevrons there. Everybody else is gold, so they're getting all the bonuses, which is awesome. Once again, we're going to take the replenishment. And I saw like 2,500 in our post-battle loot. I was just reading this. Upkeep, 10% reduction for Pterodon Riders, Cold Ones, Stegodon, Bastillodon, Carnosaur, Dread Saurian. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got 20,000. So I think all in all, we made out like bandits here. Now the question is, do we try to take this settlement? And the answer is, I have no idea. In order to answer that question, we need to scope them out with a lord or with a hero. Yeah, see, this would have been a bad move. There's no way we're getting that. If we move out to here and get in the water, then there's no telling what they could attack us with. So I think the smart choice is to just come back here, get him back in the army. He can't get there on this turn, so we want to make sure that we put him in next turn. We're going to switch into our encampment stance, which doesn't cost any movement. We're going to get Hunt Leader. And we're looking at a handful of turns. A Dread Saurian is 640. So we're looking at 96 more health, plus 10 leadership. Rampage. Fire whilst moving and 612 damage. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm going to try to get the Dread Saurian. Given that we have this much money, I'm tempted to say to heck with it and try to get 2. It would be costing us 1,200 per turn. We'd save 120 from that 10% upkeep thing. And then let's look at the... Okay, Croxagor's it lists as 208. So the price in here is the reduced upkeep price from all of our other stuff that we've got. Oh, boy. But they're so big. 14,000 hit points. I mean, there's just no way the Empire troops could stand against 2 of these in an army. We would crush everything, but we wouldn't be able to sustain it for very long. So I think for right now we're going to go with 1, which is already kind of unsustainable. And we're going to see how we do with that. I'm hoping that we get the full 4 turns of recruitment here, and also that our vassal doesn't lose a whole lot of territory in the process. But I do think that once we have Dread Saurians in the army... Uh-oh. Oh, dear. That's interesting. But I think once we have Dread Saurians in the army, it's going to be easier for us to win battles without taking a lot of casualties and capture some more settlements faster. I think it's kind of what we're missing for our rapid expansion for our vassal. Now let's see here. Attrition, minus 50% casualties suffered from all attrition for 2,000. It's expensive, but I think we should do this simply because we may find ourselves retreating after spending 4 turns of recruitment. We may have to like kind of make a rapid retreat, and we may not get to do it in a way where we avoid territory that causes attrition. So I think we want to pay that money for that. And let's go ahead and pick our next technology, which I think is going to be replenishment rate. Oh yeah, then we have to put you back in the army. That's why we had a slot open. Silly me. Silly me. Well, I think we can get rid of a unit of spears. I'm going to get rid of one of these unshielded spear units. So you guys are on your way out. Get you back in the army here. I probably should have started the recruitment in range of the reinforcements.
Too much.
In one turn, we can cause attrition again. And now that we have a full army, we could even get a Slan Mage Priest. Which, since I've never played a Lizardmen campaign before this one, I have no idea what that will do for us. I imagine it gets us a Slan Mage Priest who replaces our Skink Priest as our caster, but I kind of like our Skink Priest. I think a Slan would be better if we had a second horde to drop him into. Okay, good. So they've kind of headed over towards the Monument of the Moon. And I'm thinking that maybe the Temple of Tlencan is slightly less defended, which could open up going that way, but I also kind of think I want to get rid of the Blue Vipers. I'm going to spend another 1,000 here. Knowledge regained, committing to that research. We are 2 turns away, and 2 turns away from finishing our replenishment, or our recruitment. So I know this is not very exciting right now, but it's going to get very exciting very soon. I hope that we don't get our Dread Saurian and then end up in a really nasty battle with the Blue Vipers and just like watch it get killed in like the very first battle that we have it. Oh boy, would that be embarrassing? Would that be embarrassing? We have 2 more turns left of that. We have 7 turns left of that, and we got 1 turn recruitment left here. So, and we are 1 turn away from 5 population. We need 8 for our next buildings. I'm not really sure where I want to go. Just kind of thinking maybe big monsters still. But it would be nice to maybe have some Temple Guard options. Maybe a Sacred Croxigor. Okay, going back in here. We got 1 more turn, right? 1 more turn. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is... like, these guys I'm pretty sure are weaker over here. It would be nice to go that way. But I want to make sure that the Blue Vipers don't come back. And I think they've already retaken the territory south of us. Now, if we look at the map here, it does look like they've maybe captured that territory back. Let's check it out. No, so that's over here still. So Spectazuma and then Wellsprings of Eternity. So they've not really moved any further. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move all the way to here. That's a big move. We're going to go into Astromancy because I want the increased line of sight. Looking at our next research. Well, now that we're down here, I kind of think maybe I should just get the missile resist plus 5% for Croxigors. So maybe we'll just go to Metamorphosis. And then that'll stack with the red line missile resist that I'm trying to get over here with Spawnkin. So that would give Croxigors a total of 20% missile resist, which I think is pretty vital to their health and success in this campaign. All right, there's Grievous. He's got a full stack. That's a challenge. And unfortunately, we cannot easily spawn a single Lord army with Nikai to set up an ambush to attack Grievous. And the reason we can't do it easily is because as a Horde faction, we have to spend population to spawn Lords. What we can do is we can kind of hang out where Swarplot might be moving. because it does look like he's kind of going that way. I don't know what his objective is. He's got a couple blessed units there. Let's see. They haven't really upgraded this, so I mean, I don't think I could get into the Blue Viper territory going this way. I think I'd maybe have to go south and around and then loop back up. Damn Blue Vipers. We have 868 old ones favor. Maybe we should think about using some of that. A non-replenishing army of blessed units will spawn for the defenders of the Great Plan at their capital. We just don't know how smart they're going to be. Typically, AI military alliance armies are completely brain dead, and so I'm very nervous about picking that up. We could go ahead and do this. Spend 100 and unlock Skink Chief. And that increases our hero capacity by 1 for Skink Chief. So, you know what? That would allow us to recruit 2 Skink Chiefs. So let's go ahead. Let's do that. Skink Chiefs of Distinction. So we're going to go ahead and spend 100 favor. And we should be able to recruit these guys right now. Skink Chief, we can get 2 of them. They come in a little bit stronger. They have damaged walls, assassinate, hinder replenishment. Well, I think I want the one that's strong. This costs 1,400. Another problem is we are spending quite a bit of money right now. Like, I need, because of the Dread Syrian, I need to get money. I'm not going to put these guys in armies right away, so I'm going to go ahead and put our starting points into specialists. And nothing else for there. And let's go ahead and get the other one. I don't know how many turns this lasts, but I guess we'll get the tactician. Just like the one before, we don't really have anywhere to put those points. Boy, can we defeat these guys? Can we defeat these guys? So armor 0, leadership 72. We have leadership 80. They have 10,000 health. They got more health than we do. Melee attack. So then we got 44, 25, 42. 44, 25, 42. I don't know. We might be able to take the army of Biggins. It's questionable. Questionable. I think maybe what we'll do is I'm going to bring it to here, and I'm going to ambush. That hides us on the campaign map as long as we don't get discovered. Maybe they'll come down this way, and maybe they'll attack. Maybe they'll go after Tlonkla, and maybe we can catch them either in an ambush where we can get on their strongest units like real fast and just crush them, or maybe get the reinforcements. We'll see. But I do want to see the Dread Saurian on the battlefield, and we are burning through money at 1,000 income per turn. So right now, our economic situation is not sustainable. I need to fix this. But we've run out of easy targets to attack, so... And those guys are, I don't believe, are at war with the Blue Vipers, so I don't know where that army is going or what they're doing. Here we go, here we go. Whew, boy. I really don't like that they popped up with that other army. Winds of Magic Power Reserve, minus 20. Then we have something up here that's currently boosting it. I think we do. So I'm going to use the magic. It's going to lower our Winds of Magic Power Reserve, but I think it's already being boosted by something else, and then we get the extra 10% weapon strength. So now the question is, do I go up there and attack Greebits? Oh, dear. I'm going to get the second point of Chain Lightning. even though I don't think it really does anything. I'm going to hope that it does. Oh my gosh. All right. Into replenishment. That's not going to do us any good. So what I want to do with these guys is I want to scout. So into the water they go. The AI cannot do any agent actions against our own agents in the water, so they are completely safe. Looks like our ambush was discovered. Was their ambush foiled? It doesn't say anything. Who gained ranks? There's nothing to spend here. Okay. I am very nervous doing this, but here we go. We're gonna attack Grievous Bootlicka. He didn't run. It's slightly in our favor. We're gonna give the leadership to our Scar Veteran. I'm gonna take the charge bonus off of those Crocs, and I'm gonna give it to our really good Dread Saurian, and here we go. Now, our Dread Saurian has a missile attack. I don't recall what the range is, but it does have pretty good missile damage, like 600 or 700. And so I think we're going to use that to snipe at Grievous. And then we want to use Nikai and all of our Crocs to wipe out their cavalry like as fast as we can. And then they just got, oh good grief, a gigantic pile of biggins, which makes me very scared. Let's check this dude out. Okay, so Nikai is already big. Here's a, yeah, that's the Scar Veteran. And then here's Sacred Crocs and Crocs. So all the Crocs models are pretty much the same size. Cool. There's our Scar Veteran. We have Nikai is big. And then this dude is just huge. Oh my gosh. And he is eager for battle. Oh boy. He is eager. We are going to not gamble. We're not going to gamble. We're going to let them come to us as much as possible. I'm going to put our Sacred Crocs down here on the end. Doesn't he have a missile attack? It's only 115. It's really not that far. Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to protect back here from the boar boys that I expect that will move on to this flank. And I'm going to get some infantry here. I'm going to put skirmish mode on them. And I'm going to put our priest just right in there. Oh my gosh. I am so nervous. If I made a bad choice here, that's it. Okay, do they want to come fight me? They do. Maybe. I can't tell what they're doing. I think they're just repositioning. That appears to be the case. So I'm going to move kind of down this way. I want to avoid their biggins as much as possible, which I'm not doing because they're all right in front of me. They're right on the map edge, though. That's beneficial because if we can scare them off the battlefield, then, I mean, all we need is like one really good charge in here, and this whole flank just collapses and charges off the battlefield. So that might be our tactic, but we are going to also be creeping into their missile range real soon here. Okay, there's Grievous. Okay. Nikai and the Dread Saurian, they're going to be charging in over here. Where's our Scar Veteran? He's right there. He's going to be charging in over there too. And then all of our Crocs and our Skink are going to be coming this way. And those guys are just going to push up the hill. Okay, here we go. Here he comes. Oh my gosh, he's so big. Yeah, just push right through. I didn't see any magic missiles come out of him. Let's get on the air boys. Okay, our big monster's taking lots of damage. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking on the stupid banner. God. It was with all the unregistered mouse clicks on the banners. Irritating is all heckin' beyond. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, a couple of these units will swing up this way. Dude, our Dreadsaurian's taking a lot of damage. He's also rampaging. Let's get the rampage off. And where's Grievous? Okay, that stuff's breaking. Now, these guys are doing pretty good over here, actually. Okay, just keep doing that. Keep it up. Let's get down this way. Dreadsaurian. Okay, Grievous is dying. So let's deselect him, and let's turn around and get on the boar boys that came to reinforce. Okay, we're taking too much casualties in here. Get on those guys there. Okay, those guys are running. Chain lightning over there. Where is Grievous? Okay, is that doing lots of damage? I sure hope it is. This unit is getting smashed in there. Okay, Dreadsaurian is dying now. I imagine all the biggins are on top of it. Okay, get over there. Get on these guys, please. Can I break some morale in here with a nice rear charge on those biggins? Oh, dude, these guys just lost their morale because Grievous died. That's what we needed. That was just what we needed right there. We need another chain lightning in there. And we need to get on these guys here. We need to pull these guys back. And pull these guys back. Let's get going up that way. Okay, that did good damage. I think we're losing our skinks over there. Okay, let's get the Dreadsaurian just right into the Savage Orc Era boys. Buff them along the way. Okay, charging everything else over into here. Bring the Kai this way too. Okay. We're kind of doing good. Yeah, just keep on him. Oh my gosh. You're so big. Here he comes. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, step on him like you did in the trailer. Oh, that guy had a bad day. Oh, I love it. It's so lovely. Okay, let's get in here now. Let's turn around and get these guys here. Let's get these guys here. Turn around and get those guys there, please. Yeah, so we got the Croxer in here backing him up now. It's just they can't withstand all the fear and the damage and everything. Even though they got the biggins and all the goodies, it's not enough. It's not enough. Okay, they are shattered. We've wiped them. We've chased them off the field. Good on us. That was tough, but that was fun. Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory. They're most likely going to retreat back to their territory. I would like to pursue, but I don't think it's smart to pursue, especially when they get that other army there. I think they stand a chance of replenishing very quickly and then counterattacking. So we probably want to get closer to our settlement, our vassal, and go into our encampment stance. The real big thing here is that we got some money for this battle. I'm hoping it's like 2,000 or 3,000, maybe as much as 4. We took some casualties though. Close to 3, and we'll take the 7% replenishment because by golly, we need it. And yeah, he gets the reinforcements anyways. We're not strong enough to take that army. So as much as I would like to go and attack them, can I attack my own vassal? I'm not really sure. Well, in any case, as much as I would love to push out and attack these guys, I think what we want to do next is I think we want to move quickly and maybe get around behind them to the well springs of eternity. And so to do that, we're just going to make a regular move down to here. Okay. We are going to encamp. That increases our replenishment. Nakai has a skill point. Ooh, it's getting tougher to choose. This time we're going to pick the adornments for the replenishment rate. I think the extra 5% is kind of important right now. I think I might want to use the Rite of Rebirth relatively soon. If they push out here and try to take any of this, I think we're going to spawn the Blessed Unit or the Blessed Army that will maybe keep them busy, and that could buy Nakai the time he needs to get around to get Wellspring of Eternity. We got 3 turns and 3 turns of research. Let's end our turn here. We're at 1,000 negative upkeep per turn, so we can do this for 20 turns if we get over to the Wellsprings of Eternity quickly. If we spend 10 turns with no improvement, which means that we're still at 1,000 negative per turn, and we have 10,000 in our treasury, then what I'll do is I'll disband a couple units to drop us down to about 500 negative upkeep per turn. And then from 10,000 in our treasury, we can do 20 turns of that. Perform the following rite. The Rite of Awakening. Yeah. I saw Lord Croak's picture in there. Do we get Lord Croak? It just says we get 1,000, so I don't know if Lord Croak comes in or what. The other thing we could do, now that we have a couple extra heroes, they're in the water though.
Never.
Okay, see, we could start moving that way. Your movement is pretty terrible until we get you out of there. You know, we might be able to just creep up this way a little bit, ambushing along the way, and wait for an opening and try to take their territory behind them. I don't know. That might be smart, because then it takes away a threat from, kind of the eastern side of the campaign map. What's our time? I think we can get like one more turn in here. Or we move extremely far. We get down into here. Are they losing territory to Skaven? Is that vassal territory that we could easily claim? I think I want to try that. So we move down to here. I'm going to force march. Puts us right next to the garrison. So the only way we're really in danger is if there's 2 Blue Viper armies and one lays siege and the other attacks. I want to see if we can get down to the Cavern of Mlexigar and claim that for our vassal before Itzel gets over there and takes it. Or Itza, I'm sorry. It's the name of Gorrock's faction. Itza Gorrock. That's my dinosaur voice. It's not very good. I'm hoping that there's not like 5 Skaven armies that need to be uncovered in here. Uh-oh. Sacrifice them. Wins a magic power reserve. We take a diplomatic penalty hit with the Court of Labaras. I think our Winds of Magic is good, so I'm just going to leave them be. That gets us a diplomatic bonus with the Tomb Kings to the tune of +10. Okay. Oh, did I forget to move these guys for a turn? I may have. Oh, so they are dwindling in power over here. But you're not at war with them. You are not at war with them. Oh yeah, let's not also forget that, you know, every few turns we can ask for money from our vassal because they pay no upkeep. Oh, this gets us horde growth and horde construction cost reduction. So that's kind of handy. A little bit handy. We're just doing a few real quick turns here to try to get that Cavern of Mlexigar. Do you dislike me? I'm not going to give you money. Okay, you can forget about that. Just evaporate that thought from your head right now. Okay, there we go. So I think we're going to spawn the Blessed unit. A non-replenishing army of Blessed units will spawn for the defenders of the Great Plan at their capital. We spent 500. Bam! It looks to be a full stack. Okay, go save your city, please. And then we're going to... Okay, here we go. Search for treasure. We've discovered Skaven. Oh my gosh. Who could have thought? Cancel the move. Clan Skyer. Are they a major faction? Are they a major Skaven faction? They got 4 settlements. That's going to give us some immediate expansion opportunities, like probably here. Maybe here at Chakwa. I meant to look at the rights. We have to wait 5 turns before we can cause attrition. And it costs 300 of our favor.
Master Engineer.
I think this is a pretty easy auto-resolve. So let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's declare war. Call our allies to help their allies, Vampire Coast. Oh, dear. Well, that's going to make the campaign a wee bit more exciting. And as much as I'd like to see a Dread Saurian rampage through a bunch of rat slaves, we're going to auto-resolve. Very little money for that. It does help our income per turn slightly. We are now in a position to... I think I'm going to force march. I think I want to follow the Blessed Army. Okay, so let's get around the corner here where we can see. All right, so we're going to use these 2 agents to kind of just open up our eyes and ears there. We have 5 turns until we run out of supplies. I think they can take the settlement. And now we want to get Sequence of Restoration, giving us Winds of Magic Power Reserve +10, Casualty Replenishment +2, and then the next thing in here is the Missile Resist for the Kroxigor and Sacred Kroxigor units. Please do the research. Let's end our turn. Now, if these guys don't totally screw this up and they actually go over there and attack, which I do have my doubts, then it may give us the extra advantage we need to get past the Blue Vipers and just get them out of our campaign. If we could wipe out the Blue Vipers and take that territory for our vassal, it's going to help our income, and it puts us a little bit closer to directly being able to threaten the Huntsmarshal's expedition that's closer to Hexwaddle. We can't really do that right now We can't really venture that way because there's just too much risk of a gigantic savage orc army full of biggins coming in behind us and plowing us in our backside. You know what? Let's go just a wee bit longer in this one. Let's get the setup all the way done here. So we're gonna keep pushing up. In fact, no, you know what? I'm gonna force march once more. I don't see any enemy armies nearby. They're probably gonna break the siege. I would expect them to. Hero not moved. Okay, so moving over this way. Moving over that way. You're not really recruiting very much either here. It's possible that we could defeat them in a straight up battle on the battlefield. Now this is Slan Huapek. They're not at war with anybody. They have a single faction. Okay. We can go 20 more turns. 20 turns. And I'm guessing, too, that right as we're getting rid of the Blue Vipers, the Clan Sky or Skaven are going to be popping in behind us and creating trouble. That would be my expectation, because that's about how things should be going, right? Right as you make a little bit of headway, you have to be forced to backpedal. Oh, dear. So they got two armies just sitting there. How neat would it be if we could go get the Sword of Cain with Nakai? Oh, my gosh. Don't force march and attack. Okay, good. You know what? I like that. I like the way that went. Age of Discovery, all the major port owners have become to know each other via diplomacy. That would be great for us if we could trade. The most we could do is like ask people for non-aggression pacts, or maybe even ask people for money, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. Okay, so crud. Oh dear. So we have Albert Hertwig, Henry Brotch, Ubel von Stroll. These are not the unique heroes. And the one for the dwarf has been removed. Okay. We are going to move. Oh, this is so risky. This is going to get us in range of the settlement here. Okay, we're going to force march. We're going to ask these guys to attack that. Okay. And then I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting. Something is going to happen here. Let's get Arcane Conduit now. And let's go ahead and get, now that we got all of this, I think missile resist. So we can use our Saurus Scar Veteran to kind of charge into missile units possibly, especially when he gets his mount. All right. I'm so nervous because the Huntsmarshal expedition is going to go first. That's Marcus Wolfhart himself. They may have a second army nearby. Like, if he gets to attack with two armies, I don't know. Especially if he put points into Lightning Strike. But if he does Lightning Strike, then his army can't move up and attack either. Okay, so he went into a raiding stance. He didn't attack us. He retreated. Okay, good. Now, if we play our cards right, it's going to be next episode because we're a little long here. But we might be able to get some wonderful magic out of the blessed army there. Oh boy! Oh no! There's a second stack. Whew. But only one blue Viper stack, and then the other one is over here. So I'm thinking maybe what we should do is we should set up here in an ambush, because all the other factions are going to move before the defenders of the Great Plan, and that may get us an ambush on either Marcus's army here, and then I don't think Grievous and Gouger are strong enough between the two of them to defeat us and the Blessed Army stack. So when we come back in the next episode, we're going to set up an ambush here, and we're going to see how that unfolds for us. But in the meantime, we're going to end this one now. Let me know if you enjoyed it with comments or thumbs up. I'm enjoying it. It's a fun campaign. I think we're on the verge of eliminating the Blue Vipers. I don't know. Maybe over the next 2 episodes, it could be tricky. But in any case, check out the rest of the channel. Consider subscribing. And thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you next time. You have a great afternoon and take care.